Buddha.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. What is going on, everyone? Hopefully, you're all having a great day. Hopefully, you're all enjoying your weekend. Happy Sunday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're all enjoying your Sunday so far. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm going to say what's up to the people in the chat. So, real quick, I know I'm going on a little bit early today, but that's only because the Yankees have an early game. So the game today is going to start at 11:35. So I decided, you know what, let me go on a little bit early and we'll talk about the game today and then talk about yesterday's game. And then, you know, we'll talk predictions. We'll get into all the fun stuff like we always do. We'll talk about yesterday's game. We'll talk about today's game. You know, so we'll get into all the fun stuff. But shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to say what's up to all the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with anybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And any support for the channel is also appreciated, and I do thank you for it. Whether it's through the super chats or the buy me a coffees, it is always appreciated, and I do, again, thank you for it. So let me say what's up to the chat real quick. CT Cards, what's up? How you doing? Jonathan, what's up? How you doing? I know you were at the game yesterday with Uncle Tats. I know you all met up there, went to the same game, so that must have been a lot of fun. Dev Finch, what's up, Dev Finch? How we doing? Sean Browning, what's up, Sean? Good morning to you. My man, Nosebleed Section, what's up, Nosebleed Section? Nosebleed Section, I gotta know. Are you eating donuts on a Sunday morning? Let me know, man. You know how we donut bros do. FJ, what's up? What's going on? Bob, how we doing, Bob? How's it going? Eunice, how we doing? Good morning to you. Yep, great game yesterday. Hopefully we get a sweep. Daniel Berry, what's up, Daniel Berry? Make sure you all subscribe to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. My guy is always uploading highlights, constantly uploading videos. So make sure you all subscribe to his channel. Soulmax, good morning to you. Jake Boss, what's up? Hey, my guy Brian Gustin, what's up, Brian? How's it going, man? How's it going? But salute to you. Salute to you. So, you know, the Yankees won the series. Let's just start off by saying that the Yankees won the series. And I know a lot of us, right, there's a lot of fans, you know, we had some doubt, and rightfully so. You know, we didn't know what was going to happen with this series against the Orioles. We thought, you know, some of us thought, you know, the Yankees were going to get swept. Some of us thought that the Yankees were going to lose the series. Fans didn't have a lot of high hope, and I get it, right, because of the fact that the Yankees have been in a slump for almost a month. They got some players that are hurt. Nobody on the team, I don't want to say nobody on the team, but a lot of players were not producing, whether it be the lineup, whether it be the pitching. It's been invisible, right? It's been non-existent. But the Yankees came alive in this series. They came alive in this series, and they won 2 out of 3, and that's huge in my opinion. You know, against a team like the Orioles. You know, now they're neck and neck in first place. I mean, the Orioles are still ahead because of the win-loss difference. But if the Yankees can win today, it'll be a sweep. And if they sweep, that would be huge especially against a team like the Baltimore Orioles. And real quick, that's right, folks. Like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Smash those emojis. Yeah, also smash those emojis. It does really help out with the live stream. Just trying to get that channel out there. So if you all could do that, I would appreciate it. It does really help out the channel. Also, I'm on the road to 800 subscribers. So for those of you that are watching, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and join the conversation. We have a lot of fun here. So Would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, winning the series against the Orioles is huge. I mean, I would love for the Yankees to sweep today, but are they going to sweep? Who knows? That's a we'll see what happens. If they don't sweep, like I'm not going to be as upset. But winning this series was important. It was huge. It was huge. It absolutely needed to happen, right? Talk about last night's game. First and foremost, we got to talk about Luis Hill, right? Luis Hill, he hit a bump on the road at one point, right? He wasn't. He kind of fell off a little bit. He was not pitching as well as he was at the beginning of the season, but he turned it around yesterday. He had a big game yesterday. That was the Luis Hill that we all knew. To talk about what he did yesterday, he went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, only gave up a run, struck out 7, and he walked 1. So Luis Hill had himself a game. We weren't sure, at least I wasn't sure what the Yankees were gonna do, what Luis Hill was gonna do, right? And the last time Luis Hill faced the Orioles, he had the worst outing in his this season. But it's unfortunate, and that game was unfortunate. It was at Yankee Stadium, and the Yankees got clobbered in that game. Of course, that's a game we don't want to remember, but it did happen. Luis Hill didn't have a great outing, but this last outing that he had, obviously yesterday with that outing that he had against the Orioles was a great one. It was fantastic. He exceptional. You couldn't have asked for anything better. So, not to mention too, it's the Orioles right now. They're on a 5-game losing streak. They have been struggling heavily as well. So, as much as the Yankees have been struggling, so have the Orioles. So the Yankees, even with them losing games, they were still able to maintain their spot in the division and stay close and stay afloat and try to keep close with the Orioles. But luckily, the Orioles, again, have been in a slump as well. They're currently on a 5-game losing streak. So they, again, have been struggling against other teams as well. They got swept by the Cubs, right? So, they're experiencing their own slump as well. But, yesterday, we talked about Luis Hill. Now the bats, right? The bats were, came alive. The Yankees won 6-1. Just to talk about the lineup from yesterday, Verdugo, he went 1 for 5. He struck out twice. He needs to pick it up. Alex Verdugo has been in a major slump, unfortunately, and he needs to come alive. Juan Soto went, 2 for 5. He hit a home run. Aaron Judge hit a home run as well. He hit a monster shot. He went 2 for 4. Ben Rice went 0 for 4. Gleyber Torres, surprisingly, had a great game. He went 3 for 4. I don't know if there must have been a fire that was lit under him. I'm not sure, but good for Gleyber Torres. Austin Wells went 1 for 4. He hit that monster 3-run shot. And that was a shot, and that was a much-needed home run. Anthony Volpe, 0 for 4. He needs to come alive as well. Anthony Volpe's been in a major slump as well. Trent Grisham, 1 for 4. Trent Grisham comes through when it matters. All right. He's excellent in center field. His patience at the plate is real. I do like his patience at the plate, and sometimes he gets his hits. He's been much better. All right, and DJ LeMahieu, still slumping, 0 for 3 for DJ LeMahieu. So that's still a problem. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if some of these guys like Verdugo, Anthony Volpe, hopefully this all-star break, this little break will help them out and they could come back stronger, physically, mentally. So, we'll see what happens, right? But Yankees are still in a good spot despite everything that they're going through. So I'm happy with where they are right now. Again, I'm happy that they finally won a series after a month. So prior to the Orioles series, winning the Orioles series, I'm glad that they won. Their last series win was against the Kansas City Royals, and that was in the middle of June. So this was a much needed series win. And I see a few other people that came in the chat, so let me say what's up to them. Frank, how we doing? So how we doing, Frank? And then who else? We got Jonathan in the chat. Let's see. What's up, Mello? How we doing, Mello? Yo, Fortrain, what's up, Fortrain? Make sure you guys subscribe to Fortrain Express. He does good work over there as well. And see some comments here about Torres. Yeah, a lot of folks are saying to still trade Torres. I don't know what you could get back for him. I mean, yeah, you could trade him. You're not going to get a lot of value back. I mean, you could maybe trade him for some international money, or you could trade him for some prospects. You're not going to get like high level prospects for him, because Gleyber Torres unfortunately just does not have a lot of value. And it pains me to say that, because I still like Gleyber Torres, but I'm going to call it like it is. Yeah, he had a great game yesterday, but overall, when you look at his season, it hasn't been great for him. So he's had great moments, but it's not consistent. We need that consistency from him. Torres will be a Marlin. I don't know if he'll be a Marlin. I don't think he'll be a Miami Marlin. I don't know if the Marlins want to take on that salary. Remember, they traded away Arias, right? And Torres was getting paid more than Arias. Do the Marlins want to take on that salary? He would have been a Marlin 2 years ago. That I've talked about it many times. That trade almost went down. So yeah, Volpe, like I said, he's you're saying sit Volpe down. The All-Star break is here, so after today's game, he'll get his break. Hopefully he can reset and come back better, right? Be involved in a package for Jazz and Scott. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I know there's been some buzz about Jazz Chisholm and Tanner Scott. I know there's some pieces that the Yankees can get if they're trading with the Marlins. There's some names there for sure. I don't know. Yeah, and Jazz Chisholm, I'm not sure, but funny enough, the thing with Jazz Chisholm, so the Marlins said that they're going to play him at second base, which is interesting. So they're probably trying to showcase him. We're going to get a preview, and some teams are probably going to be eyeballing for sure. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, there's been some rumors about the Yankees could inquire about what's his face, about Jonathan India from the Cincinnati Reds, which I wouldn't mind him. He's a legitimate second baseman, but I want to see Vivas though. I'd rather see Vivas play. I mean, he's been called up, so maybe he'll be in today's lineup. Who knows? But I'd like to see him play. So we'll see what happens. And Erica, what's up, Erica? How we doing? Yeah, holy crap, we did it 2 in a row. Going to the break, that would be, yeah, if they sweep, man, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I would love to see that. After great other years, he wouldn't have stuck with Hill. First sign of trouble with, yeah. Well, you got to let these guys pitch out of jams. They got to let them overcome adversity. Now, if Luis Hill gave up like 8 runs in the first inning, then yeah, you might want to pull him. But you got to let these guys. You got to let these guys pitch and let them pitch out of jams. I mean, they're so don't put them at too much risk, right? What's up, Anna Marie? Good morning to you. How are you today? How are you on this Sunday? How are we doing? So, yep. Oh, we got Joel in the chat. What's up, Joel? How we doing? Who else? Reiki channel, Mariners and Royals interest. Yeah, what's up, Reiki? Yeah. I don't know. The trade deadline is going to be interesting. I'm interested to see what happens at the trade deadline. We know that the Marlins, White Sox, and Angels are going to be sellers. I still don't know what other teams are going to be sellers, because there's a lot of contenders right now. So, it'll be more clear, obviously, in the next couple of weeks. So there's 16 days left. There's 16 days left till the trade deadline. So buckle up. And what up, Hobby? How we doing? A bunch of people coming in the chat. Woo, this chat's on fire. I appreciate everybody joining me this morning. But yeah, so he needs to stop swinging. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he absolutely needs to stop swinging for the fences. He needs to go back to just getting on base. So go get back to what he was doing in the beginning of the season. So, and it looks like the lineup is out. And God, why? I don't understand. But anyway, let's talk about the lineup. Good morning, Lou. How's it going? How are we doing? You saw an article claiming that the Yankees are interested in Luis Roberts. I like Luis Roberts, but I don't know where would he play. I don't know, but that could just be a clickbait because we all know how much these journalists they put out stories just for clicks. We all know how much they like to do that. So I'm going to pull up the lineup, though, folks. We're going to talk about the lineup because the lineup is out. And let me do this real quick. Let's pull it up. So that's the lineup right there, folks. So, oh my God, another change with the lineup. What is going on here? Okay, so they have Ben Rice leading off, Juan Soto batting second. He'll be at right field. Aaron Judge is DHing today. Alex Verdugo is at the cleanup spot. He'll be batting fourth. Gleyber Torres playing second base. He'll be batting fifth. Austin Wells at the dish, batting sixth. Anthony Volpe batting seventh. Trent Grisham is out in center field. He'll be batting eighth. And then Oswaldo Cabrera is batting ninth. He'll be playing third base. So no DJ LeMahieu. And there's still no Vivas. Come on, man. I really want to see Vivas play. I don't understand, but hey, what's up, Ken? How we doing? How's it going, Ken? Yeah, I wanted to see Vivas play second base. I wanted to see him play today, but no, they're gonna stick with Gleyber Torres. Hopefully, my hope is that maybe we'll see Vivas after the All-Star break. Maybe plug him into the lineup. I mean, I really want to see this. I really want to see this guy play because he's been tearing the ball off at the minor leagues, and hopefully after the All-Star break too, we see Carlos Narvaez. I want to see what he's like. Narvaez, I know, is great defensively. I mean, his bat is okay, but I know his defensive game is really good. So, but folks, what do we think about this lineup? How do we feel? Lineup has changed once again to some extent. Like Rice is back to the leadoff spot. Verdugo back at the number 4 spot. And I kind of get it because look, Verdugo hasn't hit well at the leadoff spot when they put him there. I know it's only been a few games, but then they put him back at the number 4 spot. But even then, at the number 4 spot, he wasn't hitting well. But what do you all think about this lineup though? Please let me know. Yeah, unhealthy for the team. Yeah, I don't like the constant lineup changes. It also doesn't help that Giancarlo Stanton is also hurt too. So hope he should be back after the All-Star break, hopefully. So I think once he's back, you'll probably see a little bit more of a consistent lineup. What are we thinking though? Yeah, but me personally, I'd rather put Verdugo at the leadoff spot. I think Ben Rice is better suited for the number 4 spot, but that's just me. But it is what it is. Uh, Pick a leadoff guy and stick with it for the love of God. Play Vivas. Yeah, no doubt. Look, I know Volpe was batting at the leadoff spot there, but I don't blame Aaron Boone for taking him out of the leadoff spot because he was hitting pretty bad, and he's still not hitting as well as he should. So, like I said, Volpe needs to turn it around. Hopefully, he needs to come out of his slump. I again after today All-Star break, so he gets a break. Hopefully, he comes back stronger. Anna Marie saying Cabrera should be at shortstop since Volpe is cold. Vivas is second base. Volpe's gonna play. He's gonna play, and they're gonna put Cabrera at third base. So they're gonna switch him up between him and DJ. So yeah, the bottom of the lineup is concerning. So yeah, with Grisham, Cabrera, Volpe, Grisham, Cabrera. I get it. I understand. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either. So I don't. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, just play him. You called him up, man. I hate when they do that. You playing Ben Rice. Let's play Vivas. Let's let him play. Yeah, Ken. He's still suffering from train lag, right? Not jet lag, but train lag. Yeah, I hope it doesn't mess him up either. I agree with you, Frank. This is what happens, though. I mean, it's just like when you mess around with the lineup too much, um, you don't. It's there's a lot of inconsistency, right? Which is this was something that the team was doing um, last year, so it was frustrating. But the thing with last year was that they had a bunch of players that were hurt. So they're in better shape this season, right? Once Stanton comes back after the All-Star break, who gets sent down will likely be Vivas. I mean, unless they decide to DFA JD Davis. I know he's on the 10. I know he's on the 10-day IL with a stomach virus or stomach flu or whatever it was. He's got some sort of sickness. Maybe he gets DFA'd, but yeah, once Giancarlo Stanton comes back, yeah, they're going to have to make a move. We'll see what that move is. I'm pretty sure he has options. Yeah, I'm almost certain he has options. I don't think he's ever. I don't think he's ever been on a major league roster. He came from the Dodgers organization, but I don't think he's ever played on the. Yeah, I don't think he's ever played at the major league level. Yeah, Jonathan, I thought so. Yeah, I was like Vivas should have options because he's never been called up. This is the first time he's been called up, so he does in fact have options. Yeah, well, yeah. Sometimes it comes with the territory, man. You know, look at Michael Tocken. He's been DFA'd how many times? He's been DFA'd a few times. He found a home with the Yankees when the Yankees picked him up on waivers, and nobody really knew who he was. I didn't know who he was, but he's been a bright spot in the bullpen, which was needed. So I'm glad. But yeah, folks, this is the lineup right here. The lineup, it is what it is. I know some of you like it, some of you don't. I understand. I get it. Like I said, I really wanted to see Vivas play. I wanted to see him play in this game, but at the same time, I'm trying to look at it from the other side, and you all can disagree with me on this. But the thing is, I do feel that this is a game that they need to win, that they're trying to win. They're trying to sweep. So they're trying to put their more experienced players out there, right? But, I understand. you call Vivas up, why not play him? I'm just trying to look at it from both sides. Maybe we see him pinch it. Who knows? Yeah, CT cards. As much as it pains me, I'm glad there's no DJ LeMahieu either. DJ. Unfortunately, he's just been an automatic out. And nosebleed section, DFA Jones, keep Vivas here when Stanton returns. I don't disagree with you here, my friend. I do not disagree with you. Right? Or the minor leaguers, anytime they bring up somebody and play him is because of injury and no choice. Yeah, well, if that was really the case, though, Frank, I mean, they would have just done the same thing with Ben Rice. They would have just put him on the bench and just played J.D. Davis every day, or put DJ LeMahieu at first base and put Cabrera in the game, or put Jahmai Jones. You know what I mean? So, I'm glad that they are playing a guy like Ben Rice. Ben Rice has been a bright spot on this team. So, he didn't have a great game yesterday, but we'll see what happens. Today, hopefully he has a better game. They're going up against Yankees are going to go up against Dean Kramer. So I'm going to pull up the pitching matchup today. So it's Carlos Rodon versus Dean Kramer. I'm actually going to go ahead and take this off the screen. So I think you all saw the lineup. So I'll go ahead and take that off the screen. So let's look at the game day here. And while I'm doing that, folks, real quick, I appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. All 35 of you that are in the chat right now. So greatly appreciate it. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with anybody you know. Smack those heart emojis down there at the bottom. Any support for the channel, it is greatly appreciated, and I do thank you for it. I am on the road to 800 subscribers, so as I'd love to get there sooner rather than later. Any support for the channel is greatly appreciated, and I do thank you for it. So, as far as Baltimore's lineup against Carlos Rodon. So Cowser, 2 at-bats with a 0 batting average. Henderson, 3 at-bats with a 0 batting average. Mateo, their second baseman, 1 at-bat with a 1,000 average, but he's only had 1 at-bat. McCann, their catcher, 15 at-bats with a 133. Mountcastle, 3 at-bats with 667. O'Hearn, he's never faced Rodon. Adley Rutschman, 3 at-bats with a 333 average. Santander, 2 at-bats with a 500 average. And then Westberg, 3 at-bats with a 667 average. So there's a few players on the Orioles that have never faced him. So there is that. And then the Yankees against Dean Kramer. So 5 at-bats for Oswaldo Cabrera with a 200 average. Grisham, 2 at-bats with a 0 batting average. Aaron Judge has had 12 at-bats with a 333 average. DJ LeMahieu, who's not in the lineup, but he's had 21 at-bats against Dean Kramer, and he's hit 381 against him. Interesting. Juan Soto, 4 at-bats with a 500 average. Gleyber Torres, 20 at-bats with a 250 average. Alex Verdugo, 21 at-bats with a 333 average. Volpe has had 8 at-bats against him with a 0. And then Austin Wells, 3 at-bats with a 667 average. So that's what we got, folks. That's what we got. That's the matchup. Rodon, you look at I'll pull up his last 3 starts here momentarily, and I see folks coming up with some predictions here, but we'll get into predictions. Don't you worry about that. And here we are 30 minutes into the show. My goodness, time flies when you're having fun. And Ken's saying, armchair general, support the team that is on the lineup card. Ultimately, we all want the boys to win. Nothing that is being said is going to right. And I agree with this. Yeah, we can love the lineup. We can hate the lineup. The lineup, it is what it is. So, we either, root for this team or we don't root for this team. I'm rooting for this team. So I know all of you are going to be doing the same. So I do trust that. All right. Yeah, Ken shows no respect for the armchair generals. Yeah, well, I don't stress it because the Yankees don't pay me. So I'm a fan at the end of the day. I support this team. I like this team. I want them to play well. But hey, look, if they want to call me and get my thoughts and they want to pay me for it, hey, I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. You have every right to vent by all means. All fans deserve to vent, and that's fine. And every fan vents in their own way, and I welcome it. I welcome all the negative comments and I welcome all the positive comments. As I always say, bring it on. Even if you don't agree with what I say, cool. You could tell me to go kick rocks. I won't be offended. Trust me. Trust me. So bring on the opinions as always. And I always appreciate everybody's thoughts and feelings. So as I always say, bring it on. But Carlos Rodon, his last three outings have not been great, right? Except for one. Okay. Now, the game against Toronto, which was about a couple of weeks ago, uh, you know, he gave up 10 hits, gave up 8 runs. He still managed to strike out 8, gave up a walk. He only pitched 5 innings in that game, but so that game wasn't great. He gave up a lot of runs, and he's been giving up a lot of runs in his starts. Although, as I say that, you look at the game against Cincinnati. So he actually didn't do too bad in that game. I mean, he struck out 8, walked 2. He gave up 3 runs, 3 hits. Just pitched a little over 5 innings. The thing with that game against Cincinnati, that was just a disastrous game. That wasn't. I can't really blame Carlos Rodon for that. That was on the bats. The lineup, the bats were just dead. They couldn't hit anything in that series. The bats were awful. And then game against Tampa Bay again was not a great one. Only went 4 innings. He struck out 5, walked 2, and gave up 4 runs. And those 4 runs came in early. So his starts weren't great, and his I know the one start that he had against the Baltimore Orioles in Baltimore earlier in the season, he got freaking knocked around. But let's just hope he bounces back, right? We can only hope that with this team winning the series and with this team being on fire, that it's going to light a fire under him. It's going to motivate him to go out there and just pitch like a dog. The thing with Rodon is that he cannot throw pitches right down the middle of the plate because the lineup for the Orioles will eat that up. They will eat that up. So he's got to be smart in the way he pitches. So let's see what happens. Yeah, you could always vent on the Mets. That's fine. I know I do. I got a feeling today's O's retaliate. They very well could. They very well could. Absolutely. Rodon has taken whatever advice Matt Blake has given him to heart. Hopefully they're FJ. I mean, I think there's a little bit of a disconnect between him and Matt Blake. I don't know if they're seeing eye to eye right now, but hopefully the chemistry is not messed up between those two. Charles Barkley, yeah, Hill sliders was nasty yesterday. Man, that slider was disgusting. I agree. True, CT cards. I agree with you here, man. I agree with you here. You know what? He's getting paid $27 million a year. So hey, you got your contract. So start pitching like you're worth what you're being paid. You lose your independent opinion, which is what makes your show. Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, Davi, and hopefully you're having a good day, Davi. How's it going? The thing with me is just, I'm not tied to any big company or corporation. So, for me, it's just, like I always say, bring on your opinions. That's why I do this. So, it's to interact with all of you and get your thoughts and feelings, even if I don't agree with you. Right. And you may not agree with me, as I said earlier. I still want to see what everybody's thoughts and feelings are. Yeah, I don't want to see Kevin Brown 2.0 or Carl Pavano, even worse. But yep, Sunday fun day. But Rodon right now has a 4.63 ERA, so his ERA is uh, exceptionally high. It is high as hell. So he does need to bring that ERA needs to come down immediately. And I hope he can get some quick outs. Hopefully he can get some strikeouts. The big thing with Rodon is don't give up runs early in the game. You know, you got to get like CT said, he's got to get through 3 innings without giving up a run. That would be fantastic if he can do that. So, you know, that's going to be major, right? So, you know, he's got to he can't give up 3-4 runs in the first 2 innings. He's got to avoid that. So hopefully hopefully he can have some good innings early on, and the bats strike early against the against the Baltimore Orioles. What's up, Jace? How we doing? What's going on? But folks, what are we thinking for Carlos Rodon? What are your predictions? What do we got for predictions? Let me know in the chat. Rodon, but guess what we need from him? So nosebleed section saying this is what we're needing. Is this also your prediction here? 6 innings pitched, 2 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. That would be solid. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, agreed, Daramello. Yeah, add more pitchers to your arsenal. It can't be just 3 pitches. Absolutely, absolutely. CT cards, man, you have no faith in Rodon. Okay, 3 2/3, 8 hits, 5 walks, 4 runs, 2 strikeouts. That's brutal. Hopefully, that's not the case. Hopefully, that's not the case. Dustin May. Wait, who's Dustin May? Oh, okay, the pitcher for the Dodgers suffers torn esophagus, won't pitch in 2024. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's another injured player. Man, there's been so many. Yeah, a lot of pitchers have been out this season. It's been crazy. Mustache battery dominates. 6 innings pitched, 2 runs, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. Okay, unless he gets to the third and only gives up a runner. I understand. 5 innings. Okay. Bulldog Rodon shows up today. I hope so, man. Javi's saying 7 innings pitched, 3 walks, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, and the whole lineup will go deep. The whole lineup will go deep. Okay. All right. Motions in check. Yeah, you and me both. What are your predictions there, Eunice? What are we thinking? Yeah, I agree. That is a bizarre injury for a ball player. That is. Yeah, I mean, Dodgers are dealing with some injuries too. 100%. First inning unscathed. 6 innings, 1 run, 6 strikeouts. Okay, Dobby. Any walks in your predictions? Let's see, Jonathan saying 5 2/3, 3 runs, 6 hits, 8 strikeouts. How many walks, Jonathan? What are we thinking for walks? Five walks. Whew, okay. 3 walks, 6 hits. Okay. 5 walks and 3 strikeouts. Rose 5, 2 runs, 5 strikeouts. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure, FJ. I have no idea. That's a good question. I know you're asking Sean, but because I was like wondering how that happens. That is interesting, though. So 8 fly ball out. Okay. So before I get into score predictions, I want to talk about this particular prediction. And this is brought to you by Nosebleed Section because he was the one that brought this prediction on this channel. How many double plays did the Yankees hit into today? Let's talk about double plays because the Yankees do hit into a lot of double plays, and this is just for fun, folks. It's not to bash the Yankees or nothing, but they do hit into a lot of double plays. So what are we thinking for double plays? Dang, 8 double plays. Whew. Yeah, hopefully Judge hits 35. I'd be ecstatic if he hit two home runs today, man. So you could have like 36. Whew. That'd be awesome. 3 double plays, 0 double plays. Nosebleed Section saying 3 double plays by the Yankees, 2 by the O's. All right. Sean Browning is saying 2 double plays. Okay. I'm going to go 2 double plays. And then real quick, okay, Charles Barkley's saying 1. So my predictions for Carlos Rodon, I think he'll go 5 innings. He'll give up 3 runs, 5 innings, 3 runs, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. That's my prediction for Rodon. So 5 innings, 3 runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Yankees turn 4 double plays. That would be awesome. For 1 minimum, yeah. 3 double plays and what was that, Frank? Sorry. Kramer's going to get cooked here from Soto and Cabrera. Yeah, let's hope so. Judge getting 200 RBIs this season? That would be wild. Yeah, they're probably. I mean, shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if Kramer walks Judge. I mean, they're going to try and look for ways to walk him. I mean, you know, pitchers always try to pitch around Judge. They don't like pitching to him, which, I mean, for obvious reasons. So Kramer's walking Judge. Yeah, 4 home runs. I would love to see 4 home runs. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen anybody hit 200 RBIs in a season. I don't think is that even possible? I mean, you know, how many RBIs does Aaron Judge have for the season? I'm actually gonna look that up. He's got 85 RBIs for the season right now. As of right now, he's at 85 RBIs. So, you know, he's got another 115 to go. I guess it might be doable. I don't know. Sizzler way back in the day, 191. So I mean, 191 is 191 is the record. So, yeah. What's up, Steve? How we doing? Well past the halfway point. Yeah, I could see 140 RBIs. I agree with that. But 200 RBIs, man, that's hard. 191 is hard. Getting 191 RBIs in a season, my God, yeah, that is hard to do. But that's also impressive. So 184 by Garrick, yeah, most by Yankee. 170, 65 and 70. Could be. I could see 150. I mean, 150 is a possibility. 150, 160, but 140 RBIs, that I mean is realistic, I think. So, yeah, that's a lot of RBIs. Yeah, since A-Rod for sure. And good morning to you, Jared. How are you? So, folks, what are we thinking for score predictions? So the over/under for today's game is 9.5. What do we got for score predictions? Let me know in the chat. So I'd say for score predictions, I think I'm gonna say. Let's see. I mean, I'm always wrong with my score predictions. I think a lot of us are, but I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna go 7-5. I'm gonna go 7-5. That's what I got for my score predictions. I'm definitely on the over. I'm gonna go 7-5. Jonathan saying 5-4. Jared's predictions, got it. Okay. You're going over 9. Nosebleed's going 8-5. Jared's going 6-4. What's up, Kiku? How we doing? 8-2 Yankees. Judge, Soto, and Verdugo go deep. All right. I mean, they should be able to hit off of Kramer. I mean, the last time they didn't really do as well as we had hoped, but hopefully they do better against Kramer. Nine six. Wells and Glaber go deep. 8-4 by Eunice. Are you okay? So you're same score as me, 7-5. All right, cool. Yeah, that's the big thing. Rodon needs to look sharp, and if Rodon can pitch, if he can pitch like the Rodon that we know, then the lineup needs to come through. The bats need to come through. Any win today, no matter what the score. Yeah. 6-5, cool. Yeah, if they win today, they take the division lead. I mean, they take over the first place spot, which would be nice going into the All-Star break. Judge is going to be a wrecking crew, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, 15-2 runs scored. Okay. All right. Verdugo going to go yard. He's probably hurting today too because of the wall yesterday. It's just predictions. I don't, Yeah, like Al Davis says, right? Just win, baby. I don't see Verdugo with home run, Rice, Soto, Judge, and Wells. Okay, yeah. I got you, Nosebleed. I got you. Stephen B, what's up, man? Nah, you're good, dude. You're thinking 5-2 Yankees. You're good, bro. Yeah, I went on a little bit. I went on early today just because the game starts here in about an hour. And usually I go live on Sundays at what do you call it, 10 or noon. I go live at noon on Sundays, but since today's game is early, I decided to do an early show today, and still do my thing here. And I appreciate every single one of you joining this morning. So it does mean a lot. But next Sunday we'll go back to the noon show. So yeah, Verdugo is definitely due for a homer. He is due big time. Yeah, that's fine, Jonathan. I know you're in Baltimore, so do what you got to do. I have no problems with you being bold, man, by all means. Oh shoot, you all were in Rhode Island? Yeah, Jared, it is a very early game. All the games today, folks, every single baseball game today they're all being played early, not at the same time. So the latest game is going to be just a little bit after 4:00. I think it's just because of the All-Star break and teams are going to travel. They're trying to get these games done early, so fans, so the teams can get their breaks. So that's probably the reason why these early games are happening. So just to keep that in mind. And there is a draft tonight. Yes, there is the MLB draft, and the Yankees are drafting 26th in the draft. So curious to see who they're going to draft. I know, if I guess if I'm the Yankees, I'd want them to get some corner infielders, particularly with first base. They're a little bit first base and third base. I think they're a little light on that side, although they have some third basemen in their minor league system. But first base, I think, is a need. So and pitching, I think, obviously they need to go after pitching, starting pitching particularly. So we'll see what happens. I think that was okay, not really scary, but made me laugh at some people. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, so the MLB draft is tonight. Curious to see who the Yankees are going to draft. Hearing high school player, New Jersey. Yeah. Got to draft lots of infielders. They should address the corners. I mean, third base, first base. They got to address those corners, but they got to go after. They're definitely going to go after some pitching. They need some. You can always have a lot of pitching. So, but first base, third base is definitely a need, in my opinion. So, what do you folks think, though? What do you think the Yankees? Who do you think they'll be drafting? What position do you think? And my guy Damien, Mr. Fly Guy himself, Damien Serrano, what is going on, my guy? How we doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you're staying cool. Corner infield, no doubt. Cashman got this draft. They definitely prepare. Yeah, they always do. The Yankees have done a much better job of drafting players. So, they compared to past years, for sure. Adam Reed, they need some southpaws. Definitely. I'm a southpaw. I could go out there and pitch. Just kidding. But I am really a lefty. I am a lefty. So, fun little fact about me. Corner infield, outfield, pitching, for sure. No doubt about it. So I know usually I will always do the food section, but I know, again, the game is early today. Did you all have any breakfast this morning, or did you skip breakfast? You're gonna have lunch. What are we eating on today? What are you snacking on? What are we doing this morning? Won't be surprised if they drafted a shortstop first. Best player infield can be converted to third or outfielder. Could be. I could see that. 7 p.m. tonight. That's right. Yep. Day one of the draft. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with this draft. It's gonna be interesting. So the Yankees. Yeah, originally the Yankees were gonna draft 16th, but then because they were over the luxury tax, there's some rule that they were like $40 million or something over the luxury tax that they got dropped down. I don't know. There's some rule about that. Salami and cheese omelet with iced coffee. Okay. Snacking on peanut chews. Remember when they were 5 cents? Yeah. I remember when everything was much cheaper. You have a picnic with the family. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Had 2 coffees already. And roasted potatoes later. Okay. Yeah, I had my 2 cups of coffee this morning. Had a banana, bowl of cereal. Peanut juice, been too long. Yeah, no doubt. Omelet and tater tots. That sounds good. Okay. Hamburgers. All right. So, liking the food choices. Some of the food choices. That's cool. And 2 coffees for you. Yeah, that's me in the morning, bro. I drink 2 coffees, and then sometimes I'll have a coffee in the afternoon. I'll make Turkish coffee at home. Added some strong stuff. Let me tell you, man. You got to take like small sips. You really have to take your time drinking it. For breakfast, you had a veggie omelet. I like it. I like it. Cool. You don't drink coffee, music wakes you up. All right. Yeah, I love coffee. I didn't see your joke, dude. I know you wanted to say your joke, but I didn't see your joke. But Anna Marie, what did you have? Oh yeah, you already said what you had for breakfast. Never mind. Have to go shopping again. Need my donuts for tomorrow. Yeah, I hear you, nosebleed section. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I got to get my donuts too. But I do that in the morning. So I wake up in the morning and I go get it before the show. So it's an early one for me. Chai tea. Sometimes I drink black tea though. I'm a black tea fan. Haven't touched food. Not really hungry. Late dinner at BK at 12:20. Whew. Okay, I hear you. Turkish coffee. I'm really hardcore. um, it's part of my heritage, man. It's part of my heritage. So I'll drink it out of this small cup. Actually, let me go grab it real quick so I can give you an idea. So give me 1 second. Let me just stop. Turn my camera off for a minute. I'll be right back. I just want to show you the cup. Hold on. So I drink Turkish coffee out of this small little cup right here. So there's a reason for that. And you take small sips because it's strong stuff. Like, I don't. Some people will stay up all night. Other folks, it's not gonna affect them, but it'll give them a jolt to help them get through the afternoon. But yeah, I drink it out of this small cup right here. So good stuff. Let me tell you, strong as hell. When you get to the bottom of it, you don't want to drink the bottom because it's all coffee grounds. So you don't want to drink the coffee grounds. Here's okay. Javi's got a joke. Here's my joke. What do you call a dragon at a baseball stadium? Base dragon. Eggs Benedict with bacon and avocado and the hollandaise sauce and a mimosa. Yeah, baby. Yeah, dirty. Gotcha. Oh, the joke was blocked, not very PG. All right. Well, understood, nosebleed. Understood. Hot dogs and tater tots. Okay, okay. Rice and beef stew for dinner tonight. Okay, okay. I'm gonna have assuming he doesn't get an RBI. This has to. Yeah, he does. Stephen B. Okay. What's up, Ollie? Yeah, they're starting to get hot. I think when those benches cleared on Friday, I think it lit a fire under the Yankees. So, and if it did, let's go. The joke on text not appropriate, like Anna Marie said. Okay, cool. Yeah, bro. Turkish coffee is definitely way stronger than Cuban coffee. Facts, my friend. Bro, like I said, I make it at home. Looks like a Greek cup. Yeah, we've discussed it there, nosebleed. Greeks and Turks, we have a lot of similarities. There's some differences, but there's also a lot of similarities. Wow, Sega. Wow, you're taking me way back now. Yeah, it happens, dude. Apple chai. Ooh, Turkish delight. Yo, that's my jam too. I don't do that. I know folks that will do it, but I don't do that. Or nobody in our family really does that. But yeah, there are people in there. It's like fortune telling. You know, if there are people that turn the cup over, they wait a few minutes, they turn it back, and then they look inside of it and try to, tell you what your future is going to look like. It's a prediction thing. It's not something I do though, for reasons. Coffee this morning. All right, that's what's up. You and me both, man. I am a coffee fanatic. I have an addiction for coffee. This is true, Ken. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. Only corny dad jokes allowed. You never know the age group in the chat. Yeah, we do have to keep the age group in the chat. So, bro, I'm telling you, I know, Damien. I'm sharing my frustration here. I share your frustration here, bro. I am like annoyed. You know, I don't want to say annoyed, but I'm like, come on, like play the guy. Jeez. Love Turkish coffee. Used to drink with my mom. She used to read my future. Love black coffee. Yeah, no doubt, Dobby. No doubt. You had chai in Iraq. Got it. Yeah. Sounds about right. Game called Burger Man. I don't remember Burger Man. Adana kebab, dude. You're speaking my language. You're speaking my language. Definitely not for the week. Wow, you guys are rocking with Sega Genesis, bro. That's awesome. But let's see. Stephen B. I see your text here. Oh, I see the joke that you sent me. Yeah, that's not exactly appropriate. So, what's a crayon's favorite state? Colorado. Yeah, seriously. Why don't the animals play games with the jungle? Because there were too many cheetahs. See that's a good one. That's a good one. I am into what about NES RBA? It's like like Super Nintendo? NES? No, it's not a dumb question at all. I think, we talked about it, David. I think the reason why this game is early is because all these games are early is because All-Star break, a lot of the games are going to be played early today, or all the games are going to be played early today. The last games are going to be starting at 4:00 in the afternoon. And then there's also the MLB draft. So there's also that. You don't want to hurt LeGroundout's feelings, shaking my head. Meanwhile, you don't know what you have in Vivas unless he plays. Well, funny thing is, he's not playing today either, DJ LeMahieu. So, oh, the first Nintendo, yeah. Oh man, I remember playing with the first Nintendo when that came out. Super Nintendo. I played Sega Genesis, the original Nintendo. I had the Game Boy. I had the original PlayStation. I don't play video games anymore. I haven't played video games in a long time, but the video games today, man, they are just like, it looks awesome. It almost looks real, Anna Marie. Interesting. Maybe if I do a live open panel one day, I can invite a bunch of you on and you all could share your game collections. That would be pretty dope. That would be awesome. Come up, help play baseball. Oh, man. Love Star Fox 64. I watched someone play it on Saturday on TikTok all the time. Whew, okay. And now we're talking about video games. I love it. Love when we can just like talk about random things on the channel. So love it, love it, love it. And it's good, Yeah, seriously. I mean, the old, when you look at the older games and you look at today's graphics, it's like, eh, it's just not. It just doesn't feel the same. Still can't beat Superman on N64. Oh man, N64. I remember that game console. That Atari 2600, my first video game I had. Never played. Do you remember that? I do remember that. Yeah, I do. Sonic Adventure D. It's on the GameCube a lot. I remember GameCube as well. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you, Damien. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, folks, make sure you all hit that like and subscribe. Let's get this channel to 800 subscribers. Any support that you all give to this channel is greatly appreciated too. It does mean a lot to me. So, and I do thank you for it. Trade package, for who or what? I mean, I'd look at the Marlins. I'd like to get, I'm not opposed to Jazz Chisholm, but I'm not sure if that's who I want. He'd be a better alternative to Torres. And I like to get Andrew Nardi from them as well. So, maybe, it's going to have to, you're going to have to give him some sort of package. I don't know. And they need some players on that team. I don't know who they would want. I don't know if like a Will Warren would need to be included or like a Brock Salvage in that package. I feel like it has to start with names like that, perhaps. What's up, Jack? How we doing? Still have your PS2 and 3 because you like the games, but can't play them because of current graphics. I understand. I get it. Well, I'm ready to do it. Anna Marie, Spencer Jones, and Glaber, and 15 to 20 prospect for Ketel Marte. I don't think either side would do it, but Cashman start. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see who the Yankees target. I mean, Cashman said something about being open minded. Whatever that means. So they're what probably that means is that they're going to explore all options that are out there. So they're going to look at every position possible and see where if there would be a good fit. But I think that I would say that the bullpen is a must, particularly with lefty pitching. They need some lefty pitchers in that bullpen. Third base, I think, is a need. Third base is still a little bit of a weak position. You could say second base, but I want to see Vivas play. Right, they got called up. Let him play. Like put him in the lineup. Let's see what he's made of. Catcher. They don't need catchers. They have a plethora of catchers. They don't need a catcher. I could see them potentially going after a starting pitcher. Potentially. I know they got Cody Poteet and Clark Schmidt coming back, but I think, Poteet could I think Poteet will be a bullpen guy, right? For Ryan McMahon, that's going to be I don't know. That's going to be a package. I mean, I could see like a Peraza being involved in that. I could see Peraza being involved in that trade. And they do need some pitching. So, but I don't think the Rockies aren't going to trade McMahon. And it might take a Spencer Jones as well. I'm not trading Spencer Jones for McMahon either. I agree, but the Rockies aren't going to trade Spencer or Ryan McMahon. Let's be honest. I don't think so. D-Rod. Oh man, he made it. He broke the lock. All right, my man is out of the closet. He made it. But fortunately, I'm going to wrap it up here soon. I went on early today. Like I said earlier, I went on early today just because of the fact that the game starts here in less than an hour. So in about the next 35 minutes or 40 minutes, the game is going to start. So I wanted to go on a little bit early and just talk to all of you and interact with you. I might do a post game stream. Just be on the lookout. I might do one. I'm not sure yet, but make sure you all hit that notification bell. So yeah, Spencer Jones is the only untouchable per the Yankees. Yeah, yeah. So that's a fact. I mean, he's not going anywhere. I mean, if Spencer Jones was not an untouchable, they would have traded him in the offseason. But yes, indeed, folks. But yeah, folks. But that's what we got though. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I appreciate every single one of you tuning in this morning, spending your part of your Sunday morning here with me. Like I said, I might go live after the game. We'll see what happens. Just kind of it kind of depends. If Jason from 161 goes live, then I don't go live, right? But if he doesn't go live, I try to go live after the game and talk about the game and just hang out and have fun as we always do. So, but I am going to wrap it up here though, folks. I appreciate you all tuning in this morning. Thank you all so much. I know it was an early one today, but I wanted to get one in for this morning. And, it's a great feeling that the Yankees finally won a series. Hopefully they can go into first place going into the All-Star break. That would be a huge morale win. That would be a huge motivator, especially going into the second half of the season, and hopefully they could come out swinging, right? The July schedule still a difficult schedule. They're still playing against a lot of great teams. So stay tuned, folks. It's about to get exciting. It's going to get interesting. So we'll see what happens. Jason goes live after every loss or every win. It doesn't matter. I mean, he goes live one way or another. So, but that's my guy Jason from 161. So make sure you all check him out. But again, appreciate every single one of you coming on. Thank you, Eunice, for the kind words. I'm going to wrap it up here. I appreciate it, every single one of you. Hit that like button if you have not hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with anybody you know. Any support for the channel, it is greatly appreciated. Let's get the sweep. Let's go, Yankees. Get this win. Let's go into the All-Star break on a high note. You all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I might see you later. Be on the lookout for other live streams, and I will see you all next time. Enjoy your day. Let's go, Yankees.